Poppadoms or bread, Stephen Graham? Would you like poppadoms or bread?
James normally shouts this. The whole thing is he shouts it at the guest.
Well, there's not a need to shout it every time, and I think I can just say it to Stephen.
What's happened is, Stephen, he's seen the pictures of you boxing.
Yeah, of course.
And he's got scared because, I mean, you're almost certainly not aware of this, but James has called you out on the podcast before.
What? When?
He's called you out for a ruck.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't
hold
know
on a second. When did
is this fact?
I don't remember this.
It's happened. It happened on Azuka's episode.
Do you have backup with a recording of this?
Yeah. Oh, it's been out. You know, it's out there.
Recording?
Can we play the recording?
Can you find a recording while we're in conversation, and we'll get back to this, Tim? We'll just put this on hold for a minute. Just for a minute. We'll just put this on hold for a minute.
Yes.
James, shut up, lad. I'm talking.
Yeah.
We'll just put this on hold for a minute. If you find what he said, then hang on. You've had your minute. We'll find what he said, and then we'll come back to it. But for now, we'll carry on as normal.
Yeah.
Right? We're still mates.
Okay.
Just for now.
I think Azuka might have said it.
No.
Maybe you've got it. No, wires crossed.
You said it, and Azuka laughed in your face.
Okay.
I think he's got his wires crossed, Stephen, but we will carry on.
Yeah. Let's carry on as normal.
We'll carry on as normal. I think you've got your wires crossed, Ed.
Okay.
You might have said it, actually.
I apologise if I've got my wires crossed, but
that's all right.
I think we both know that
we'll find out, because we've got factual... Oh.
What?
He's got it. Which one? Which episode? It's probably happened on about 5 episodes.
I don't think this will be.
Can we all hear this?
Let's see what they did.
Meanwhile, Stephen Graham's just stood looking at you like he's going to rip your head off.
Yeah. Well, that's his resting face, right?
Good luck.
Oh, he's like a giant puppy as well, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. Go on. No.
I'm sure he is like a giant little puppy dog. I'm sure he is like a little puppy dog. And so he shouldn't run his mouth off on TV shows.
Has he ever made a statement to counter your challenge?
No, because he's a busy man who doesn't need to be bothering himself with stupid little things.
He went Jonathan Ross and he fired shots at Ramesh. That's at all of us. And I'm disappointed in you, Ed, for not calling him out.
Oh, look, I'm not calling him out, but I'm very happy for you to call him out because I want to see what happens.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, get your head
You're going to get
I think that might have been Ed said that. That sounded like Ed to me.
So what did I do to Ramesh?
I don't know. I think,
no, come on. You're saying it.
It's all out
what
there.
did I do to Ramesh?
I think that...
it's out there now.
Your ass went then, didn't it? What did I do to Ramesh? Answer the question.
Well, I think maybe what that was a reference to
was...
I think you might have gone on Jonathan Ross with Ramesh.
Yes, I did, yeah.
And Ramesh may have said... This is just my memory.
Go ahead, because I'm with you now. I remember this fucking thing. Go ahead. What happened?
I think Ramesh might have said that Liverpool audiences aren't good audience. He doesn't like playing in Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he said because they heckle and they don't listen and stuff. And I think you said, this is my memory. I'm just trying to remember. I think you said... No,
I said, I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said, maybe if you were fucking funny, they'd laugh. I rest my case, bollocks. It's over. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, well, then
that's all I said. Look, and I know some of you have this attitude where it's like, I'm just doing my job. No, you're a comedian. I've paid fucking 25, 30 quid here. I brought me missus. That's 70 quid before I've even fucking sat down. And I want to have a laugh. So make me laugh. That's your job, innit?
Yeah.
So fucking make me laugh.
I agree.
Thank you. And that's not just Scousers. That should be all over the bastard country. If I'm paying money to go and watch a comedian, you're like fucking Duracell. Do you know what I mean? You're going on and on and on about bollocks. I don't want you doing that. I want you to be what you should be. Ron Seal. Do what it says on the fucking tin. Make me laugh, bastard. End of story. Can we carry on now with the show?
Yeah.
You okay, James?
I'm good. I agree with you.
Okay.
I think that's a fair...
Yeah.
That's a good point. Well made.
Comment.
It's a good point. Well made.
I always have your back, Stephen.
Thank you. Ed. Thanks.
I think, in my defence, I think Benito edited that to sound weird.
That's all right, Benito.
I think you should just admit you made a mistake and we'll move on, James.
Yeah, probably just made a mistake there.
Yeah. Okay.
Poppadoms or bread?
I'll have poppadoms, please.
And it'd be nice for your mum to taste the New York wonton soup as well.
Of course.
Right? Yeah.
Of course.
As the fellow wonton soup fanatic.
And she'd go, well done, lad, you found it. So that's who's there. and we're in a nice round table with one of those. What are them lovely
Lazy
Susan.
Yeah.
I love a Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
It's a great name.
It is a great name.
It's really good.
It's fun to
Who
turn
came up
around.
with a Lazy Susan?
It wasn't Susan.
Definitely wasn't. Because she was
Absolutely
like,
not.
I'm not fucking lazy, you cheeky bastard.
Just running late to the meal. Arrived.
But it's like, it moves around in the middle, and I think we'll call that a Lazy Susan. No. But anyway, one of those great tables. And let's stick with the theme. Let's make it although none of the rest of the food is, but let's make it a lovely kind of Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And what does make a great wonton soup? What is the criteria that you're looking for every time you've had?
Flavour. Pure flavour. But they're not being stingy with the little wontons.
Yeah.
Make sure that they've got a nice big, they're solid.
Yeah.
You don't want to be
Good
looking.
filling.
You don't want to be looking for them, right?
No,
Yeah.
because then it's all,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, nice packed wontons.
Yeah, nice.
You don't want it to leave you wanting more.
How are we feeling about that?
I'm feeling bad about it as soon as I said it.
How do you think that would go down in Liverpool?
I do. That's why I'm silent.
Yeah. We were doing so well.
It probably wouldn't go well in Liverpool if I said that.
I don't think that would go well in any fucking country. So we bought these massive giant lobsters, and he bought some potatoes, and he filled the pot, and he literally, it's not the nicest thing
Sure.
when it comes to cooking lobsters.
Yeah.
It's not very.
But you do have to do that bit, otherwise it's even
Yeah.
weirder, I think.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very weird.
I don't want to be cruel, so I'm just going to eat it like a big apple.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
In the
yeah.
Big Apple.
Yeah.
In the Big Apple.
Yeah.
So we
Now
cooked-
to get something in Liverpool. That joke. If I did eat it like a Big Apple in the Big Apple, surely that gets something.
Do I look like I'm laughing?
No, you don't, to be fair.
So when you make me laugh, I will laugh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ed's done it a good few times.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I have, haven't
That's
I?
true.
You've seen me
Yeah,
laugh.
yeah,
haven't you?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
I
laughed,
love,
Ed.
I love gigging Liverpool.
Well, I am capable of
Yeah,
laughter.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you laughed
We
at it.
are all capable of laughter. If we are made to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so back to the story.
yeah.
Can I have some spinach?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a little bit of spinach then as
Nice.
well. Yeah, garlic, fresh garlic. Yeah,
Garlic,
beautiful.
mixed in there
spinach.
with the spinach.
I do love spinach. More and more, I'm a big broccoli and spinach guy. Because growing up, you're like, just get that down. You're supposed to eat it if you want everything else. But now I look forward to the broccoli and spinach.
Yeah, it's nice. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
It's a good vehicle for garlic and butter, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Great vehicle. See, that's funny. He's funny.
What, with the vehicle?
Yeah, I liked
He said
it.
vehicle, are you sure?
Yeah, but I just saw
That was like a small thing.
Oh, hang
Yeah,
on, let
okay.
me
Yeah.
do I have to explain? I just thought it was funny. He said a vehicle, and I just saw some little broccoli sitting on some, some garlic sitting on the broccoli. It's a vehicle. It's me,
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
He played with the words. He was very clever.
Yeah.
That's you doing the work.
Clever.
He didn't mean a little bit of garlic sitting on the broccoli.
That's not me doing the work.
Yeah.
It's given from
Yeah.
my head to go, oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Sometimes you just have to plant the seed when
Yes.
you're a funny comedian.
What the?
Funny's
Who's this
natural
guy?
anyway. You
Yeah.
just, some people are naturally
No,
funny.
no matter what I'm saying,
Ed
I
and
just,
Gene Wilder don't have to work at
Yes.
it. You do.
Ed and Gene Wilder.
That's
Yeah.
what I've said, yeah.
What the? You in that echelon now?
Yeah,
Listen, I'm your biggest fan, Ed. I big you up all the time.
that's true.
But Wilder?
Yeah,
We're talking Gene Wilder.
yeah,
And you're saying yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Wonka.
Fair enough.
I'm
Look,
Wonka.
you're Wonka now.
Yeah,
Holy moly. Well, congratulations.
thank you.
Didn't know you're the new Gene Wilder.
Sometimes it doesn't matter what you say. If you're funny, it just seeps out your pores, doesn't it,
Just a
Stephen?
natural ability.
Yeah.
So you meant to put in the image of a little bit of garlic riding on some broccoli like a vehicle?
No, the broccoli's
The broccoli is
the vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the garlic's riding on the broccoli.
Yes, but now you're explaining it. You've made it not funny, which is just
With the chili and stuff.
Yeah.
And it has to just hit you subliminally. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just
Right,
saw them
yeah.
sitting on that vehicle.
Yeah.
He brought the garlic and the chili to life
Yeah.
in a
Put
second.
yourself in my shoes if I'm seeing Ramesh on a chat show
Yeah.
and he's my friend and he's getting absolutely destroyed. Like torn limb from limb. The audience applauded your comment.
I think they found me funny, and I think that's like,
Did you speak to Ramesh in the green room after?
me and Ramesh text often. He's a lovely fella. Yeah, we get on really well.
so Ramesh didn't mind. And you've gone on this campaign
Yeah.
on Ramesh's behalf. You haven't even chatted with him.
In the defense of what?
Yeah.
So I defended all comedy, all comedians.
Stephen likes comedy.
I love comedy.
Yeah, I guess I can't say you don't because you did find the vehicle joke funny.
And at the time, it was funny.
Yeah.
I do accept full responsibility for running the joke into the ground and removing the humour from it.
Yeah, Wilder wouldn't do that.
And you can tell I like comedy because I plucked out Gene Wilder from nowhere. And even you were impressed.
I was quite impressed. It did come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was like...
No, I'm similar
And
to
only
Gene
a
Wilder.
true comedian could know how funny Gene Wilder actually was.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's why I hate you.
Yeah.
See, what I've done is I've beaten you without raising a finger.
That is what's scary about it. It's like the fight's already happened in a way.
Yeah.
It's psychological.
Psychological.
And it's over. We now don't need to fight.
Completely in my own head.
Yeah.
It's like, you know in a... Yeah, because like we were talking about food,
Yeah.
and now I'm just defeated.
Yeah.
And it's like, when this is England and you're talking about the food.
Yeah.
With the scene with Milky.
Yeah.
You're talking about rice and peas and making food.
Of course, yeah.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah. Can I tell you a quick little story about that?
Please.
I think I know this.
Oh, do you?
Well, what an awful interview technique.
Sorry.
No.
Imagine that having a guest on and them saying they're going to tell a story and going, I know this. I think I know this one before you tell it.
I'm just doing my own head. I can't even interview people now. I'm just letting them... I'm just spoiling people's stories by going like... I mean, Graham Norton knows everyone's stories before he...
Yeah.
Graham Norton is just setting people up.
Yeah.
He never says,
Yeah.
stop you there. I know this.
I know this one. The researcher told me it.
I know this one.
Yeah, he's never done that, has
No.
he? No. Yeah.
I had a teacher at school tell me that I couldn't do any of I was saying like I wanted to do comedy and all a bunch of different things. She said, can't do that. It's not going to happen. And then she turned. No, I'm not sure what you're going to think of this story. Actually,
You are so in your own head. You've never said that. You've never preempted one of your stories by saying, I'm not sure what you're going to think of it.
well, we'll see what your opinion is. On
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've heard this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know this one.
I know this one.
You know what happens?
Yeah.
I was on tour. I went on stage in Cambridge, and someone had not just their feet, but their entire legs on the stage. I looked, and it was her, my teacher from school, who told me I couldn't do this. And I looked down, it was her, and she was with her mates. They're hammered. They just ruined the whole show. The whole show just shouting out, heckling, and then when I tried to deal with them, they'd turn serious and go, show some respect. That's your teacher. I was like, at the time, I was like, I don't know, 30.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm 30 years old. I don't be a teacher anymore. They're like, shut up. They ruined it. And I came off stage, and I was still on Facebook at the time. And I had a message from her because she had followed me on Facebook after their school. And she said, she was hammered. She was like, that was great. We had a great night. We're in the pub across the street. Come and have a drink with us. So I messaged back saying,
hang on, where's this going?
Yeah. Now she's my wife. She's like, I got it. I got Stephen Graham, everyone. He's laughing. He's laughing. Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.